What's up, guys? It's Kathy, and it's been a long time since I posted a video. And I actually had a lot of layouts done, and I have a lot of videos recorded, but they're all for projects that are coming up. So I didn't have anything to post for like a whole week. But I'm doing a scrap lift Sunday over at Paper Issues, and you saw me crossing my fingers. Basically, I had this I'm scrap lifting a layout, and it had a whole bunch of paper pieces in the bottom, and it took me forever to kind of lay out how I wanted to do the paper pieces. I cut apart the 2x2 squares, I think they are, from the Pink Paisley Paige Evans Oh My Heart collection. The one that's all the little squares, the darker, I think there's two different ones. One's like a lighter colors and one's darker colors. I just have the darker color one. And so I cut it apart, and it took me forever to kind of lay it out. And I actually laid it out in a way that I could glue it all to itself without gluing it down to paper, because I wasn't sure what I wanted for my background paper. As you know, I really like using pattern paper backgrounds, and so my original thought was, oh, maybe I'll have a pattern paper background, but something really kind of a neutral, maybe a grid or something like that. But in the end, I just kind of went with white. I was debating between white and teal, and they both worked great, but I thought the white let all the colors in those squares kind of shine. When I put it with the teal, some of the colors to your eye would kind of shift and not look quite right. If anybody hears any whooshing, there's a plane overhead. um, so I kind of wanted to do just a little bit of mixed media. Like, I don't do the whole piece, just where you might see it hinting out. This mostly gets covered. I think I was more experimenting than anything. I was just adding some water to my watercolor after it was already on the paper. There's no gesso or anything on it. That's why I didn't put a whole lot. And before it dried, I dabbed it with some Heidi Swap Color Shine. Look at how cool that goes. Yeah, it mostly gets covered up though, but I think I'm gonna have to try this again. I've done it once before, but yeah, I want to do it again. So I kind of let it dry. I lifted a bit of the color so it wasn't too intense, though it does mostly get covered anyway. And I did splatter some on the paper pieces. So I've already done my splattering, which is unusual for me. Usually I do it last. But I figured, well, I've got it out. I'm going to use this color, so why not just splatter it now, and then that way I don't have to worry about trying it when I'm done. So, yeah. um, no, yeah, as far as like the white cardstock goes, I mean, if you have, I just found it was really good neutral background. I mean, I'm not opposed to using white cardstock backgrounds. I'm also not opposed to using mixed media, though it didn't really do anything for me in the end. But it was a really neat effect. So it's kind of like trial and error, and I don't have to worry about covering it up because it was going to get covered up anyway. Using my good old polka dot tissue paper that I love. I wish I could find some with like a tiny polka dot, but anyway. I like using this when I don't want to put a whole lot of pattern paper on something, which I don't in this case because there's so much going on that I really don't feel the need to back my photos with more pattern paper or anything like that. It's fine as it is. And there were 3 photos in the original layout that were scrap lifting. So I wanted to keep with the 3 photos. I just changed the sizes for what worked for me. And I needed portrait ones for this. So these are pictures of my daughter on it's not her first day of kindergarten, but it's like introduction to kindergarten. So they go for like 2 hours and they bring a snack and that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's what the pictures are of, and she was just being super cute. She had a Hello Kitty lunchbox, though. I think that Hello Kitty lunchbox has since been destroyed by the roughhousing of my kids. Anyway, I'm debating if I want to put the one photo up or down. I think I actually decided to put it a little bit lower, and that was just so that more of the, what is it called? The mixed media would go through. Oh, I didn't realize my internet was open, and so stuff's gonna bing. Okay, I'm closing it. Okay, it's not gonna close. Okay, there we go. Um, I also decided to just randomly bring in, and I don't put it under the main photo because it's gonna gonna cover up too much of the other ones. But I have a bunch of paint swatches from going and looking at paint colors, and I just thought about bringing those in. I've seen different techniques with them, and I think it's kind of cool. And I had like I do end up not using the green one, but end up bringing in a purple one, just so I can bring in a bit more purple, since there are some papers with it. But I do put it on the side of the photos. I am really sorry how raspy my voice is. I didn't notice how raspy it was until I started the voiceover. I'm not sick or anything, but I did just wake up and record this. So I haven't really had a chance to have a drink of water or clear my throat. So I do apologize for it. But yeah, so I decided to just kind of play with my computer at the moment for some reason, but I didn't bother cutting that out of the video. The video was actually short enough as it is. So if you're wondering why, so I had this issue with, trying to talk. So I had this issue where none of my photos were looking, they were all kind of looking in the same direction. So that was a little bit of a tricky issue. Apologize for the throat clearing. But the one that I did end up putting on the left-hand side, she was looking more straight at the camera as opposed to just off to the side. So I thought it worked okay. I do like to keep my photos where they're looking in to the layout as opposed to off the sheet. So this one ended up working. I popped the middle photo up on some foam that I actually cut so that it would fit directly in between the photos, so as to not have it glued down and pushing the other two photos down, if that makes sense. I didn't I didn't do any editing on this video, and I wish I had. Oh, I think I know what I'm doing. I'm going back to check the picture. I had the picture up on my computer of what I was scrap lifting. So I just wanted to have a bit of a reference of how she originally did the stickers and stuff like that. Not that I feel I have to completely do it the same, but I just wanted to see how, how much embellishing went on and that kind of thing, just so I could reference it. So I'm going to combine two different collections here, and I got some Paige Evans Oh My Heart stuff that originally I had not ordered it a lot, and so I went back and ordered more because I ended up really liking some of the stuff once I saw it on some layouts, and then I had that fear of missing out kind of thing. So I went back and I finally could order some of the chipboard. I don't think I have the ephemera. No, it's hard to get. So anyway, I don't have a ton of the papers anyway, so I don't necessarily need the ephemera. I can work or print and cut with my silhouette or whatever I feel like doing. Sorry. Anyway, the other one is Pebbles, and I think it's called Girl Squad, and it's a new collection. It's available in the shop, and it's super cute. And if you've got girls or friends that you want to scrapbook, I really like it. And there's definitely ways to incorporate it into masculine layouts too. So it had the phrase "Go Girl," and I just thought that was really cute. I loved that kit bag. It fit perfectly. It was an ephemera piece from the Pebbles. And I love the little books too. So cute. They went perfectly with this. So I'm not going to over embellish because I don't need to. But I am going to bring in some of the puffy stickers too. So I love that little hashtag. I thought that worked out really well. I was going to use that longer scallop piece, but I didn't really think I needed to. I'm just kind of almost placing stuff the way you would place enamel dots at this point. I do take in some enamel dots and put those in, but I'm kind of using the puffy stickers the way that somebody might use them as enamel dots. So just kind of chilling out around. Love that little hat. It's super cute. It's so cute. Those are great little puffy stickers. I love puffy stickers. It's like my new favorite thing. And okay, yeah, so I do bring in some other collections. This is Doodlebug, and it was the Fairy Tales collection. And so it's all unicorns and stuff. And there was unicorn paper clips, and I thought it was so cute. And there was a paper clip in the original layout. So I thought, perfect, I'm going to add in a unicorn. Love unicorns. Um, I'm like hipster unicorn though. It's like I loved unicorns before it was cool to love unicorns. And these are from Elle's studio or Ellie's studio. I'm not sure how she pronounces it. Um, and they're from the new summer collection that was released. Super cute colors. But yeah, like that's about it. I'm going to outline my page with just black marker to give it a look like it's like a doodle kind of line, that type of thing, because I don't feel it's quite finished, but yet at the same time I don't want to add more paper. And I'm just making little squiggles and little bows as I go too, like as if it's tied. So I just thought that would end it off perfectly. So that's it. Pictures are coming up, and I'll see you in the next video. So have an awesome day. Bye.